Hi, Professor. How are you? How's
I'm very
everything?
fine. I'm very glad to see you again
I'm glad to
and
see you again
in this
too.
conversation.
Can you please introduce yourself to us briefly as a beginning?
I'm a professor. I'm an assistant professor doctor in Beykent University New Media Department, and I graduated from sociology in Istanbul University, and my master degree and also my PhD is from the journalism department in Istanbul University. And I'm planning to be an associated professor. I hope so.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Very soon.
Okay.
We've read your article and we watched your interview about hate speech and how it's spreading on Twitter. What was your biggest motivation to write about such a topic? And it's a very complicated topic, let's say.
Yes, it's very complicated, but as my department, I'm in the between of these studies, I think, between the technology and the society. So I want to explain these new relationships between the technology and the society, because we are now facing with the new challenges with these high technologies in the communication. So because of this, I'm aware of that we are in the age of communication, and also communication technology is affecting our lives so dramatically, and it's changing lots of things. For example, our relationship with our friends, with our family, and also the tension in the society. I think the most important and fundamental problem is coming from the new media, especially social media, and we are using it like Twitter, Facebook. We are using it very intensely. So it's affecting our life. I think it's a visible problem now.
Yeah, I agree. So, you also spoke about disinformation usage on Twitter. So, do you think it's easy for Twitter users to share and tweet disinformation? Do you think Twitter users have more access to do that, to spread information, disinformation?
Actually, Twitter is a microblogging site, and it's more text-based according to Instagram and according to Facebook. So I think Twitter is a new area of the opinions, of the ideology. So people are writing everything on the Twitter. So it's more pure for the ideologies, for the opinions. So of course they can easily share everything. But in the beginning, actually, the Twitter is the center for crisis management, and also the center for citizen journalism, for example, and also some social movements in different countries. But now, unfortunately, it's changing. It's evolving towards the disinformation area and towards the post-truth area, because it's now center for hate speech and the center for polarizing language, unfortunately, because the thing is, the most important thing here is that the information is not important, but the important thing is arguments now, and the conflicts between the different two groups or three groups maybe. So people just wanna have conversation about everything, but nobody cares the reality, nobody cares the solutions. So Twitter is the center for that, because Instagram is not suitable for this, because it's more visible, and it's about it's more how can I explain, narcissistic, because it's more individual. But Twitter is kind of a new public sphere, I think.
So post-truth, politics, and fake news, either on Twitter or on other social media platforms, what level do you think we are at right now, and how far does it affect the truth and the media as a whole? Do you think we reached our max, our limit with fake news and disinformation?
Actually, we cannot predict it now, but it's in the highest level, as we know, because when I said you before that, in the beginning of the Twitter evolution, actually it was very useful for the societies, for the civil groups, and also underdeveloped and developing countries. But now Twitter is full of disinformation, and as we know from statistics, the lies are spreading faster than the truth. So, and also we know Twitter is very famous with the bot accounts, and also with the fake accounts now, and also statistics are showing us that Actually, I know this statistic, but I forgot now. But very important level of the Twitter content is generated by the fake accounts and the both accounts also, and also they are working for manipulating the agenda of the people.
Yes, I've seen a lot of that in the
Yes.
Middle East.
Actually, I forgot the statistic. I'm sorry now because I don't want to give wrong information about it.
So now that we have spoken about the two terms, hate speech and disinformation, how can we explain the difference and the relation between them? How can you explain disinformation in relation
Actually, for example, according my study, most of the disinformation on Twitter is about, actually also they consist hate speech, and their attitude is negative actually. And also yes, hate speech is kind of about the lynching some people, and it's coming from the cancel culture, as you know. And hate speech sometimes also it's how can I explain? People are generating it from the truth sometimes, but what's the other question? Disinformation. Disinformation is coming from the lies also, and not only lies. The confusion between the truth and the lies also. It's the disinformation is not equal with the fake news. Actually, people are, and also both accounts, fake accounts, are using the disinformation from the truth. Some of the, for example, some parts of disinformation can be true, but also they are manipulating it. They are using it. But the hate speech, and also with this disinformation, actually they want to target some people, they want to polarize, and they want to other some people with this disinformation. And of course, the result of this process is hate speech. It's starting from the disinformation, and it causes the hate speech. But sometimes the reality also causes the hate speech. But they are very relatable, the disinformation and the hate speech. We can say that the disinformation in Twitter mostly consists hate speech, but hate speech is not only coming from the fake. There also some people are using the reality, but from different perspectives actually. Maybe they are just getting some sentence from the whole conversation, and they are using it for manipulating people. But maybe this person is meaning something different, but nobody cares it. They are just only think about one specific sentence. Do you understand? So, but the disinformation is for that actually.
So, in addition to these problems, the disinformation, the fake news, and everything, what do you think we could face more during the era of the new media? Now that we're all on new media, we're always on there, social media, whatever it is, what do you think we can face because of fake news and because of disinformation?
Actually, I'm looking very pessimistic to this situation now. In the beginning, I was very optimistic in the field of new media. Because of that, after journalism, I turned to new media. But now, unfortunately, the new media, the social media, and also Twitter is very relatable with the profits, relationships, and also with the dominating skills, dominating relationships about the politics. And it's dirty, I think, now. Yes, Elon Musk has bought the Twitter, but I don't know what he can do about it, because the system is always same. We are in the age of global communication companies, so they are dominating this sector actually, and they need our data, they need our personal data. For that, they wanna engage us in these conflicts, engage us in these arguments, so they can collect our personal data. So for that, I think they want more. For example, the metaverse is the future of these conflicts, because our online behaviors are not enough for them, because they already collected lots of millions of billions of data of us, but it's not enough for this company. So their new target is our offline activities. So they want to engage it in the next level, and they want to engage it on the metaverse, I think. So the Twitter also, there are some new studies on the Twitter that they want to exclude the bot accounts, they want to exclude the fake accounts, but it's not easy because the controlling processes are not easy now. For example, the new algorithm of the Twitter is kind of also manipulating, because even if I don't follow some person, I always see the same person in my homepage, in my profile, and always they are showing us some specific arguments, some specific problems. So they're manipulating us actually. And also the Twitter, we cannot believe that Twitter brings us more democracy, because their plan is same like the Twitter, like the Facebook, like the Instagram, but also Twitter is more influential. And also we saw that the agenda of the Twitter is also not same in the offline world. So everything is different. But on the Twitter, with the effect of disinformation, with the effect of manipulation, everybody is lynching everybody, other people. So also it's kind of scary for us, because there are lots of different groups, and not even in the field of politics. Also, if for example, if you like the song of Michael Jackson, and if I like the song of Britney Spears, we can also be in an argument because of that. So there are groups of fans, there are groups of other people, and everybody is defending some idea, even if it's not useful for our society, but they are defending it. So the main objective here is defending something. People are explaining their self, they are representing their identity by defending a group. But these groups are actually these people, and also celebrities, for example. They don't care these people. But people are having an argument with lots of different problems, but nobody cares it. And it starts with politics now, but the main problem is not only politics. It's the problem of the style of the conflict, I think, the style of the argument, yani tartışma kültürü.
I totally agree. Now, to prevent these from happening, this is our last question. To prevent these from happening, who is responsible to fixing these things? Is it the owners of the platform who are supposed to fix these problems and these conflicts, or is it us? Is it the consumer's problem, or the consumer's responsibility to fix them? And if you have any advice to give us as consumers of the media, we would also love to hear that.
Actually, thank you. Actually, we can't solve this problem in a short term, because it's very complicated, and there is a circulation here. So in the beginning, they persuaded us that the owners of these technologies are the people, and the society is the owner of these technologies. So we can use it freely. We can, and we don't have to pay anything. But actually, we understood that the payment is our data, and also so. In the beginning, they persuaded us that social media is very important for the future, for communication, for education, for lots of things. And so the addiction has emerged, actually. I think we cannot give up this addiction in a short term, but we need to be more aware of these relationships, but because we understood that these technologies, the owners of these technologies are not society, the companies, and they don't want to change it. They also want to make it more higher level. So they want to rise it. They want to make it more pervasive for the society, like metaverse, like we see in the metaverse. So we actually, in a short term, maybe we can't prevent it, but we can be careful about it. So for example, adding our personal data, and also being a part of this hate speech, this disinformation, spreading disinformation. It's the problem of the individuals. So as an individual, stop spreading this hate speech, stop spreading this disinformation. It's your responsibility. But I cannot say that stop using this social media, because I know we are addicted to this, but also of course it would be the better solution.
Yes.
Deleting Facebook, deleting Instagram, but it's not easy. And also their new motivation is engaging our lives into in our offline life into the metaverse or into other digital relationships. So stop it. Don't and also don't make it make a fetish. I think the technology. Yes, technology is necessary for us, but we should be thoughtful about it. So and also, of course, the main responsibility is, of course, the company's responsibility, but they're at the center of the system. They don't care it. So you should prevent lots of things, and you should preserve yourself, your identity, your data, and also you cannot be out of this circulation. You cannot be out of this evolution, of course. But for example, the new technologies like TikTok, it's really a danger for us, I think. And publishing everything, your private issue, your private life, it's the problem of you actually. Don't exhibit everything.
Yes.
It's your responsibility, because there are millions of problems and crime in the deep internet also. So don't share your personal data.
Keep it private.
Keep it private. Keep it, and also sometimes be in a detox, I think, for the internet. So it's so better hard for you. It's hard, I know, but not share everything. Sometimes keep it private. Your life, your relationships, your body, I think, because they can copy it, they can use it, they can use it in, for example, deepfake, so they can publish it in different areas. So it's full of danger. Be aware of this. Of course, you cannot exclude yourself from this technology, but I think you should be aware of these dangers
and what we are sharing. Like pick and choose what you share.
It's your responsibility. And try some alternatives. I think there are some alternatives. Try some alternative social networks. Yes, I know the alternatives they belong some other countries like China or other things, but try them. I think it's because it's your plan B, I think.
I totally agree.
Actually.
But thank you so much. That was amazing, and
the
we enjoyed
questions
it.
are really good.
Thank you so much, and have a great day.